What's up, folks? We're doing a quick and easy epoxy technique for today's video. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. All right, what's in my mist bottles? It's 91% isopropyl alcohol, and I put a full bag of white metallic powder. You're gonna give them a good shake before you mist out droplets all over your countertop. And you're gonna give it little short pools. That's what I'm looking for. I want different size droplets hitting this board. And we're just gonna do layers. This alcohol will dissipate and evaporate, leaving just the metallic powder left behind. And you can see the different size drops. I'm gonna hit those edges as well. You don't wanna forget those. There's a couple pro tips when doing a technique like this. You can let this alcohol completely dry before layering on your accent color, which is white metallic. Or you can mix those together. The colors will combine to kind of create your own unique little color. As the metallics meld and the alcohol evaporates, you'll be left with some pretty cool effects. I'm looking for different size droplets here too. Boom, I'm loving that. Yes. Let that dry, guys, and we're gonna mix up some clear epoxy. Question of the day. What two other metallic colors do you wanna see the next time I try this epoxy technique? Let me know in the comments below. Start with B. I'm going with the normal Stone Coat Countertop Epoxy for this project. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of silver in there. So I'm gonna start with just a little bit of this silver, guys. A little bit goes a really long way. All right, I'm gonna take my glitter tinted. You can see that sparkle, perfect amount. Pour that out in the center of your project. Keep the epoxy away from the edges at first, initially, because once you give an epoxy an escape route, it's gonna keep running there. All right, check out that fancy little notch trowel. So with light pressure, because I have this metallic powders, it's nice and dry, it's secure to my board, but I don't wanna really push down on this notch trowel. So just let this glide across. Ooh, sweet. This is gonna be sweet. Just keep it away from the edges at first. Yes, please. I mixed up 3 ounces per square foot of the sample board I'm working with. So this kind of effect can also be done for those countertops that you don't take out, that you have existing backsplash that's maybe attached to the back of your laminate. You can spray these droplets, just how I did, over existing in-place backsplash without removing it, and then apply this clear epoxy to it. It would turn that worn out, nasty vanity into a beautiful, functional piece of artwork that will last for many, many years. So now that my field is covered, I'm gonna just take a leading edge of epoxy and roll it over that edge. Take your gloved hand and rub out those edges. Make any dry areas wet. And then the epoxy flows really, really good. Just letting that trowel glide across. I'm not pushing hard whatsoever. All right, we're gonna eliminate those iridescent trowel marks that you can barely see with a chop brush. What that does, it eliminates those lines. We're gonna use the heel of that brush. It eliminates the lines, and it also mixes the epoxy one final time on the surface of your countertop. So take the residual epoxy, pre-wet your brush, get it nice and wet, and then just chop the surface. I'm not pushing hard. I'm just breaking it up, getting rid of those trowel marks. And then I'm gonna grab my heat source and eliminate all the bubbles. Just a random pattern. There's no real wrong or right way to do this. Remember, our color effects are sitting on top. They're sitting where we want them, but I don't wanna really brush hard in fear of smearing those, but they stick pretty much right where you set them. All right, take your brush and with very light pressure, just hit your edges to make sure those are fully coated. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, to eliminate the air incorporated into the epoxy, like I said, use a heat source. I'm gonna show you how to do it with a blowtorch. An inch or two off the surface, keep that torch head moving, and we're gonna torch the entire project. Nice. Now we're gonna fog and fracture this bad boy. Next up is the granite effect. That's when we take rust-oluem gloss spray paint, we fog a section, and then we quickly follow with spritz of that same mixture that we applied before the epoxy. 91% isopropyl alcohol mixed with a little bit of metallic powder. That takes the black gloss spray paint that we just fogged over the project that you're gonna think, oh my gosh, Mitch just ruined it. And it's gonna fracture it open, make it look like cells, add some lacing effect to this countertop, and take it to the next level of realism. It's gonna look like Mother Nature made this. Don't blink, here it comes. So shake up that black gloss, and we're gonna fog an area. And then we're gonna take that metallic, boom. Sick. That's a W. Fog. And fracture. Now, as that alcohol does its thing, it's moving and melding that black I just put on top. Do not take your blowtorch to the project after mixing alcohol. You're gonna wanna let it sit a minute or two before torching that project again. That is pretty. There's a lot going on with this. It looks quite thick. I'm gonna torch it one more time. I don't think I'm gonna mess with this piece anymore, man. Real simple, elegant. This could go in a vanity, it could go in your kitchen. This is sweet. I think I'm done, guys. I don't know, man. I don't need to do nothing. Guys, I showed you just how simple it can be to work with epoxy. This epoxy technique can be switched up to fit your home and style just by changing the colors of metallic spray that you apply before mixing up that epoxy. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something that's gonna get you headed down that road to start working with epoxy. Thanks for watching, and from Stone Coat Countertops, don't forget, you got this, and we'll see you on the next video.